Elon Musk lives in a world in which the only kind of free speech is white men feeling free to say whatever the hell they want.
American progressives are very unhappy with Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter, the social networking platform where people communicate with tweets. He's agreed a price tag of $44 billion.
Elon Musk is brilliant. He's made himself a bazillionaire. He's never been involved in social media.
The reaction to Musk's purchase was, of course, entirely predictable. Outspoken conservatives are delighted.
They're going crazy over an electric car maker who supports free speech.
While progressives think Mr. Musk now has the power to hack the political debate.
If you own all of Twitter or Facebook, you could secretly ban one party's candidate or all of its candidates, all of its nominees.
Perhaps Mr. Melba was in the bunker with Joe Biden when Twitter banned President Trump. Or when, a month before the 2020 election, Twitter moved to, quote, turn down the reach of the New York Post's reporting on Hunter Biden's laptop.
Last night, the Republican House Judiciary Committee posted the story on their website. And this morning, Twitter has censored it.
Ultimately, Mr. Melba's alarm echoes what conservatives have been saying for years about big tech censorship. That as long as the usual Silicon Valley overlords control the debate on issues like climate change and the origins of COVID-19, progressives didn't mind. But Elon Musk buys Twitter, and suddenly free speech is a national crisis.
My sense is that Elon Musk would be well served to have an independent board, maybe bring back Jack Dorsey, others, to actually run the day-to-day decision-making of what content moderation is on the platform.
Mr. Musk says that big changes are on the way, pledging to revamp the social media platform in the name of free speech, saying he'd be reluctant to censor content or ban users.
I've heard lots of platforms say they want to be a free speech platform, and yet that means a lot of different things. It's just not possible to have a site where they allow everything that users submit to be published.
Taking to Twitter, Mr. Musk clarified what he meant by free speech. I simply mean that which matches the law, he tweeted, going on to say if people want less free speech, they will ask government to pass laws to that effect. Which brings us to President Biden's response to Mr. Musk's purchase.
Tech platforms must be held accountable for the harms they cause. He's been a strong supporter of fundamental reforms to achieve that goal, including reforms to Section 230, enacting antitrust reforms, requiring more transparency.
Only yesterday, Mr. Musk pointed out that Donald Trump's new social messaging app, Truth Social, is currently beating Twitter and TikTok on the Apple Store. For now, we'll have to wait and see whether he unblocks Mr. Trump's Twitter ban, or even if Mr. Trump wants to return.
I think ultimately this is really going to be a 12, 18-month project to try to transform Twitter.
It'll be 6 months before Elon Musk takes over Twitter, and while he's certainly walking into a hornet's nest, it should make great viewing watching him try to break Silicon Valley's culture of progressive conformity.